Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about these viral videos that have been surfacing left and right of Black children being ignored at this theme park called Sesame Place in Philadelphia. Now, a mother took to her Instagram and she shared photos and video of these characters blatantly ignoring her children. The story went viral. Kelly Rowland kind of reacted to it, and like people like Ben Crump, people who just all over social media started calling out the brand. They decided to respond to it. And when they responded to it, it was just kind of like a damage control slap in the face. And once they did that, there was several other videos of parents sharing how their kids were blatantly ignored as well, and showing other characters that would literally go high five and hug white children and totally just walk past the Black children and ignore them. And parents have been just flooding social media with different videos. And at this point was tea. Like, at this point, did they have a meeting to where they said, look, we all just about to be disrespectful to Black kids? Like, was that just a part of the company memo? Because what's tea? Anyways, if you guys are not up to speed, I'm going to share the video and then I'm going to share the rest of the goings-ons that's been going on with this story. All right, so as you can see, they're trying to get the attention of the character. The character is high-fiving all the white people and just totally ignoring them and walked off. And the kids is like, whoa, like, what the heck? So the mom took to social media and she said, I'm going to keep posting this because this had me hot. We were on the way out of Sesame Place and the kids wanted to stop to see the characters. This disgusting person blatantly told our kids no, then proceeded to hug the little white girl next to us. Then when I went to complain about it, they looking at me like I'm crazy. I asked the lady who the character was and I wanted to see the supervisor and she told me she didn't know. I will never step foot in Sesame Place ever again, and please feel free to repost this. Actually, run me my money back. So mad I stopped the video, but it got me so mad when he blatantly told them no. Okay? So this is the video of the video that the mom shared of her kids trying to get the attention of this character, and the character basically just blatantly walking past them like it was like they didn't even exist, honey. And so the mom, she was like, nah, this is not okay, because, you know, when she stopped the camera, they literally skipped her children and then went to go hug a white child right next to her children. So it's like, at this point, it's blatant. At this point, it's on purpose. And at this point was tea. Okay? So the mom posted, she said, nah, we went to Sesame Place and this stupid A character deadass said to my babies, then literally hugged the little white girl next to us. I wish I didn't stop the video, but y'all know I had to. Black. I will never step foot in Sesame Place again. Okay? So that's what the mom had to say. And several people across social media started to reshare the video, reshare the post, and get in on the outrage with the mom because it was so blatant and absurd, to the point where Kelly Rowland even reacted to it.
So had that been me, that whole parade would have been in flames. Like, are you serious? You're not gonna speak to my child? And did you see that baby's face at the end, the little one with the pink on? She deserves an explanation. Hello? Okay, so had that been me, that whole parade would have been in flames. Like, are you serious? You're not gonna speak to my child? And did you see that baby's face at the end, the little one with the pink on? She deserves an explanation. Hello?
All right. So Sesame Place started to find or catch wind of all of the people basically ripping them to shreds on social media. There was tons and tons of posts. I'm going to go through some of the posts of what some of the people had to say. This person says, blatant racism and so disgusting, especially to kids. This person says, at Sesame's Place, so you let your workers dismiss little girls that were excited to see the character but show love to other people next to them? At Jody, so sorry you had to go through this, shaking my head. And then the mom, she said, I want to thank each and every one of you for your kindness and support because this is a big thing to me. I am peed off. Please believe I will not be quiet about this blatant disrespect to my babies. Sesame Place, trust me, I'm not done yet. I will definitely be sharing your kind words and showing the support you guys are showing to the girls so they understand some people are disgusting human beings, but there is still a lot of love in the world. Okay, and then so another person had reshared it and they said, the high fives and greetings should be saved for children, not adults. You can see the hurt and disappointment on the girls' faces. At Sesame Place, it only takes a second to show kindness. Okay? So this person also said, I am so disgusted, Sesame Place. This blatant display of racism is both unacceptable and heartbreaking, to say the least. Your staff embraced its Caucasian customers, but shunned two little innocent black girls. How embarrassing and disgraceful. Okay? And like I said, attorney Ben Crump ended up picking it up and others. So this person says, it's upsetting because no matter what damage control is attempted by Sesame Place, nothing can undo how these babies were made to feel in this moment. The looks on their faces are so heartbreaking. Okay. And then attorney Ben Crump says, this is absolutely heartbreaking. These young queens did not deserve to be blatantly singled out and ignored by Sesame Street character. Sesame Place must address their staff disgusting behavior. Okay. And it just went on and on and on by a lot of people who just were fed up and didn't appreciate it, to the point where Sesame Place decided to give an explanation. And this is what they had to say. Our brand, our park, and our employees stand for inclusivity and equality in all forms. That is what Sesame Place is all about, and we do not tolerate any behaviors in our parks that are contrary to that commitment. We also are and have always been committed to making sure every family and every child has the best possible experience at our parks, and we are incredibly disappointed when that does not happen. Regarding the incident yesterday, the costumes our performers wear sometimes make it difficult to see at lower levels, and sometimes our performers miss hug requests from guests. The performer portraying the Rosarita character has confirmed that no hand gesture seen several times in the video was not directed to any specific person. Rather, it was a response to multiple requests from someone in the crowd who asked Rosita to hug their child for a photo, which is not permitted. The Rosita performer did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated about the misunderstanding. We spoke to the family and extended our apologies and invited them back for a special meet and greet opportunity with our characters. We apologize to these guests for not delivering the experience they expected, and we commit to do our best to earn their and all guests' visit and support. So they're saying, listen, the character wasn't saying no to the girls. The character was just saying nah to a parent who was asking for a hug. Now, in the video, the little girls were asking for a hug, but if you are not able to give a hug, all you had to do was give the kids a high five like you gave all the rest of the kids a high five. Okay, it's a yellow line right here that divides the people. The little girls are behind the line. They're not out of bounds. They're within the area that they're supposed to be in. Give them a high five and keep on going about your day. All right. So since this, there has been multiple videos surfacing around it. So the mom, she responded, okay, and there's other videos of the characters just blatantly ignoring Black children. So this is another video that surfaced of the same character ignoring another Black child.
Yeah, he really bad. Oh, he wasn't part of it? I thought it was part of it. No. That's why I ain't even focused on it.
It's okay, big bird.
Hey! Who said it's okay, Big Bird?
That girl that was snapping on the front.
Hey! He wanted a dap.
Right.
He wanted to hop off.
Yeah,
he really bad.
Okay, so you see how he just went out his way, or this Rosita person went out their way to talk to these white people and then just ignored these people.
Hey!
Who said it's okay, Big Bird?
That girl that was snapping on the front.
Hey! He wanted a dap.
Right.
He wanted to hop off.
All right. So then there was more video. So another Black child parents revealed another video where they ignored her child as well. Okay. So you'll see the little Black girl standing here with the braids. She wants to get the attention of the character as well. And the character does the same thing, goes and pays attention to the white people and totally ignores this little Black girl as well. And then you see how I thought they couldn't hug or they couldn't do hugs, but you go down and you hug this child. This child wasn't out of your vantage point. And this child is the same size as the other children. But then you go straight across this child and just walk past.
Yeah, he really bad.
Oh, he wasn't part of it? I thought it was part of it.
No.
That's why I ain't even focused on it.
It's okay, big bird.
Hey!
Who said it's okay, Big Bird?
That girl that was snapping on the front.
Hey! He wanted a dap.
Right.
He wanted to hop off.
Yeah,
he really bad.
Oh, he wasn't part of it?
All right. And then there was more videos. So this is more footage of their Sesame Street Parade characters ignoring Black children. So this is other characters also ignoring Black children.
Get a hug, Mom? Well, go stand over there and see what happens.
Okay, and you see how the mom made mention, and she said, you see how they keep going past us? And they're blatantly walking past the Black people. And the mom in the video, she's like, she like peeping game, like, wait a minute, I know I'm not tripping. Like, each time these characters go by, they're purposely passing us. Like, what the heck is that about? You know what I'm saying? So what's the tea, Sesame Place? Why are your characters blatantly ignoring Black people?
You don't need no help, right?
Get a hug, Mo.
Okay, and here's another one.
You better not cry. You better not cry. I'll tell you why. Daddy didn't give you a high five. Don't cry. It's okay.
Okay, just skip past the black boy. The black boy, like, what, why you pass me by? Like, what the heck? Just gonna pass the little boy straight up. All these white kids, paying attention to all the white kids, going by all the white kids. The little black boy is excited, dancing, can't wait for him to come. Go, get close, and say, dip.
Don't cry. It's okay.
And he just confused, like, what? So not only is it the Rosita character, but they are purposely ignoring black people, and it's just weird. Now, I will say this. I do not think that they probably can get to everybody. Like, I think it's unrealistic to pat and touch every single person's hand. However, the fact that it's always the black people that y'all miss, it's intentional at that point. Because if you can go and you can do all the white kids' hands, then you could touch the black kids' hands too. You know what I'm saying? Do I think it's realistic to touch each and every kid, everybody hand? No. But if every time you get to a black person and that's the hand you choose to skip over, at that point, it's intentional. At that point, it's intentional. It's done on purpose. What's tea? Black people need to stop giving their money to these people. Whatever this Sesame Place, Philadelphia, they just opened one out here in San Diego, California. And, you know, when summer break first happened, I vacationed or did a staycation with my family at a beach house in San Diego. And I was considering taking my baby to Sesame Place. Now, Sesame Place in San Diego, it's the same company, but different state. So obviously different employees and things like that. But seeing the representation that they have in Philadelphia and what they have going on in Philadelphia makes me not want to support the franchise at all, especially when the explanation is, the person had a no hand gesture seen several times in a video. It was a response to multiple requests for someone in the crowd asked Rosita to hold their child for a photo. But it's like, who asked to hold their child for a photo when the little girls asked for a hug and you're hugging other people? Did nobody ask you for hold they damn child for no damn photo? I'm going to open up the lines so y'all can let me know what y'all feel about it, because at this point, what's the tea? Hold on one second. Let me drop the link. Because, you know, it's bad enough. We got to experience blatant racism. Hold on. It's bad enough that we got to experience blatant racism with our adult selves, but now y'all just starting it early with the kids. Like, that don't even make no sense. So let me drop the link for y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. What y'all think.
This is Pete Davidson from Manscaped.
Forward. Hold on, I'm trying to get the link to y'all. All right, the link is in the chat. I heard that somebody said it's all about perspective, y'all. I see a financial blessing from God to form in the form of a lawsuit. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could look at it that way. You could definitely look at it that way. It's all about, perspective and whatnot and things like that. But if you guys want to speak on it, the link is in the chat. If not, I'll end the video. But I just wanted to no, this was not San Diego. This was Philadelphia. I wanted to just bring you guys up to speed on that and let anybody talk who wanted to talk about it. Open the floor for y'all. Let me see what Jessica has to say. Hello, Jessica. Jessica? I think you muted your mic or you did something. Let's go to Child, please.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you?
I'm doing good. What's your thoughts?
Bless the little black children. You know why? Because they probably some creep perverts up under them costumes anyway. Grown weirdos. How in the world in 2022 we still doing this? And I'm also gonna say, now Sesame Street, they can't tarnish Sesame Street because Sesame Street was one of the most inclusive shows. I'm 41 and I watched Sesame Street. That's the only show that had like handicapped kids, black kids, white kids, Chinese kids, teaching you how to count. And now you got Sesame Place. Now see, Sesame Place is the ghetto, honey. They the ghetto. That's what they gotta be because the uniforms, the costumes look dingy anyway, like they needed to be dry cleaned. Need to check them for bed bugs while you sitting there acting like that towards the kids. They creeps under there. You gotta be to go out your way and do that to some kids.
Yeah, that's facts. That's definitely facts. All right, stay on the line. LaShawn, hello.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I didn't even think you was gonna pick me, but I was saying it's time for us to stop supporting places like that. And at this point, we are accumulating so much money within the African culture that we can make our own theme park and stop degrading our kids and having our kids have low self-esteem because of issues like this. That's just my opinion.
All right. Let's go to African Queen. Sorry. I don't know why I'm tongue tied. African Queen.
Hey, how's it going? I feel a little disturbed about the situation, and I know I experience racism all the time, and I did a little experiment with my own self. I had a light-skinned child and a dark-skinned child, and they feel the effects. Like my child will go in the store together, both of the kids, and the light-skinned child will come out with free stuff, and the dark-skinned child will never come out with nothing. I say, wait, what happened? So I know they probably feel like, okay, there's a light-skinned child, we'll hug them. They're close to being next to what we are, but we all still the same people.
You said you did an experiment with them? Like what was the experiment?
No. I had a light-skinned child because I always thought I didn't want to be dark-skinned and all this stuff. So I wanted to make a perfect child. So I ended up I had a child with a lighter person that was Indian or whatever the case may be, Indian and black. I even had a doctor ask me, like, can I ask you a personal question? Is your child Caucasian or what? And I looked at her like, what? I mean, no, her dad is Indian.
So you experimented in making a light-skinned baby?
I had the light-skinned child first because I didn't want to. All the racism, I didn't want to have dark skin. But as I learned, as I got older, I've learned that the dark skin is more important than the lighter skin, but it's not even that. It's just the way they have to act towards people. But we all still are the same people, and they trying to, confuse the people, the children, and everything else, and that's what caused hate.
Okay, so you had a light-skinned child first, you had a dark-skinned child second. So when they would go in a store, people would just want to buy them stuff, and they would buy the light-skinned child stuff.
The store clerks will give my light-skinned child something for free, and I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't have any money. It had been plenty of times she went to school, and I'm like, how did you get that? Oh, they give me free stuff all the time. My daughter both of my kids went in that same store after they came from, getting them from school, whatever. And then my youngest child didn't come out with anything. The oldest child did. They were still underage, you know what I'm saying? They both were under 18 at the time. But my lighter child, oh my God, it's really sad because they manipulate her, making it feel like, even she hangs with a bunch of light-skinned people, like, and she even screamed out one time, "Do you hate me because I'm light-skinned?" I'm like, what? No, I want you to know your history. I want you to understand why things are like they are. My younger child, which is the darker child, she understands. She keeps quiet and always asks her why you don't speak. Because she sees what's going. It affects her. It's just sad. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be there.
I would have you gone to therapy with your children?
Oh, I did therapy. We did years of therapy. We just stopped. I'm like, why go back to therapy? Because most of it is based on racism. I did over 14 years of therapy for what?
What do you mean?
Wait. You
said it's based on racism?
I said, yeah. It's based on racism, like the depression that the Black people go through.
Wait. You know there's Black therapists, right?
It's not many Black therapists. That's the problem too.
No,
it's not that many Black.
There are. So there actually are a lot of Black therapists.
It may be, but the ones we came across, there weren't. That's what I'm saying. Like they weren't available for us.
Okay,
and I say in New York.
There's online therapists. I think there's a website called Better Health or it's Better Help or Better Health or something like that. And they have online therapists, and you can request specifics out of your therapist. And I think that you can even request like race. I think just listening, there's a lot of division in your household and a lot of self-hate there. I would definitely get my family into therapy with a Black therapist.
I'm gonna put it like this. It is not about the hate thing. It's that, I met my grandmother and she was a slave and she was born in 1909. And basically they were that side of the family was the plantation side of the family. Like they were born in a plantation. Then I have another grandmother, lighter Indian, I'm Indian, Black, Jamaican. And they were treated differently. And I still to this day think like my grandmother never worked. The lighter grandmother, she never worked. She had a lot to say about a lot of stuff,
you guys
but she never worked.
Get into family therapy, okay?
Huh?
Find a Black therapist and get into therapy. But I'm gonna go into the next person.
Okay. Thank you.
Nefertari.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh wow, she just threw my whole train of thought off. But I really relate to this subject, and I appreciate the wide variety of topics that you cover. But this one hits different for me because I have toddlers. I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And I agree with LaShonda. I'm not sure exactly her name. I think that was it. But yeah, we need to stop supporting these people. I'm not about to spend money with a company that hates my children and wants to make them feel less than. Like, I don't put cocoa melon on for my kids. Anything that has characters that don't resemble my children, I'm not displaying for them. And Sesame Street, those are little characters and animals and stuff. So I've shown them Sesame Street, but not again. We're done. We're not supporting that company anymore. But
I agree with the first caller who said that you got to separate Sesame Street from this organization in Philadelphia, Sesame Place. I do agree there.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be cutting nobody off, but again, I have a granddaughter. And she loves Elmo, Zoe, Rosita. I know them all. Too educational. I will not stop that just because of some.
Well, I have a question for that part because this has gone viral. This is being shown on the internet. We're talking about this. Is Sesame Street going to come out and make a statement again? If Sesame Street comes out and says we're against this, we don't support this.
In the morning? Yeah, it's early afternoon.
Then I can have some more respect for that. But until
the granddad is on his way to get you, so he'll be here later today. So totally just cancel Sesame Street altogether. The creators that was
until they speak up for Black people.
All because of 2-3 employees.
Until they speak up against it, if they don't speak up against it, I'm not supporting that anymore. Because we deserve to be heard. If it was any other race being blatantly ignored and disrespected like that little boy was about to cry. And he was light-skinned. Whatever the last caller was saying, he was light-skinned. and
Now,
that hurt my
check
feelings.
this out.
So
Now,
if
what if we find out them workers was Mexican or something
if
else?
Sesame Street, the company, doesn't say anything, yes, about this situation, they need to come out and disclaim those employees and they need to get their honor back, because this is dishonoring. Nobody else will go for this, and we're just supposed to be like, oh, it's just a couple employees, but it's just a couple little babies.
I would have sent it up, period. I would have been viral right along next to him. However, I wouldn't have just forget. No, I guess I'm looking at it different, because like I said, Sesame Street, I just cannot see, like I said, disabled kids, all kind of kids growing up. It was just all inclusive, and I just can't now. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, my position is that things like this, it's not like nobody's missing this. Black voices are loud. We post things everywhere. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. I'm sure that this is on Twitter. It's everywhere. And
it's everywhere.
Emotions are high, and emotions are high.
It's impossible to miss. So if they stay quiet about this, their silence speaks volumes.
Basically, they're not solving the problem. If they stay silent, it's not resolving the issue.
Exactly.
Things like this need to be eradicated.
Okay, so that's how again, that's how mistrials and stuff happen in court. Let them sit back and get the whole story. Let a week, give them people some time. And then, let's give them till, what's today? Let's give them till Friday.
Just think about if those video cameras hadn't videotaped those couple of times. This issue has occurred more than once. This isn't a once or twice. This is an ongoing event. It just happened the cameras were there to videotape those couple of incidents. This is not a 1 or 2 time event. This has happened multiple times. And if we just let them sit back and wait until they say something and say, oh, we're sorry, what is sorry going to do? Those types of things need to be changed and brought down.
Right, and change doesn't happen unless we cut off our support.
We exactly. Stop
all right,
supporting
I'm
them.
gonna pause everybody. Jessica, did you speak yet?
No.
Okay, go ahead, Jessica.
Well, like I was saying, I have a 4-year-old niece, and when it's hard to explain on this part because I don't have any kids, but my niece is my everything, and 2 of my nieces are biracial. Don't treat my niece that's dark skinned and the other one that's not, because we all should treat the children all the same, no matter what it is. What really, really, really pissed me off is that it's not just on Facebook, it's on Instagram, Twitter, it's on everything. So how he gonna just sit there and give somebody else a hug and not that little boy or that little girl? This happened so many times where that it didn't get to the news yet, but it needs to get to a point, because all this racist stuff is getting really out of control. And if it don't stop, it's gonna get really, really bad. And what I try. And another reason is I always tell my niece, and like I tell her mom, it's my sister, you don't approach yourself to be no bitch. You approach yourself as a beautiful queen, so everybody else can approach you that way on the street. Because if you don't respect yourself like that, nobody else will. And the way how this generation is, they sit here and think that light skin is better than dark. If you go to Africa, there's people darker than a freaking
But I think a lot of people are shaping this as colorism when this is people blatantly going over black children.
Yeah. And I also tell my niece that we all bleed the same. So when me, if like I said, if I was there, like my sister takes my niece to Character. It's like this thing that's in Alabama. Character. They all love Brooklyn. They all took a picture with my niece. No matter if she was dark skinned, black bone, white, or
all right, I think we kind of getting off topic a little bit. I'm gonna go to Yanette. Yanette, did you speak yet?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
I just feel really disgusted. I feel like at the meetings they're just telling them, like they told cops go after black people. They're dangerous. They probably tell them white people are more important. They're paying so to save time past the black kids, because that's what we're seeing. It's giving racial tension. It's giving disrespect and disregard black children. So if that's how they feel, then we shouldn't be watching their shows. We shouldn't be going to their parades or whatever. I never even thought of going there, but it seemed like it would be a nice event. But now I will never go there. At Disney World, I took my kids twice, and they never did that. All the characters speak to everybody. So that
All
is just
right.
disheartening.